And yeah, we're gonna hopefully sneak our troops to King's Landing. I'm guessing that the King's Landing troops don't want to, the Iron Throne troops rather, don't want to, you know, stand still for too long apparently. Oh, okay. A Braavosi swordsman is passing through a nearby town. Alright. Oh, cool. I've got a Braavosian swordsmaster to serve as my tutor. Oh, and he's got the Brave trait, which gives you Martial, right? Yes, 2 Martial. Good. Good, so that's 7 Martial. Hasn't really affected the levies, which are painfully low right now, but, you know, that's to be expected right after the succession. Not sure exactly why Ronald Darry is Stannis' heir. I feel like there's plenty of Baratheons on the Stannis side of the family to plug that gap. Now this is somewhat more interesting because we've got the Riverlanders coming at us in King's Landing, which presumably would give us a territory bonus, seeing as they're having to cross a river to get to us. Oh, sugar. That was stupid of me. I was a little too eager sending my reinforcements, and well, it's delayed them a little, I guess. So it doesn't look like I do get the river bonus, but I will, hopefully in a short amount of time, have the advantage of numbers. I held those reinforcements back for a second because, I don't know, I thought they might not go for it if I had that kind of advantage. It looks like that's going to be just about enough to see a victory. Oh, there's a commander on one of the flanks. It makes such a difference as well. And now we're Lord of Grey Shield, and oh, strangely we can actually keep that. Like, the people aren't that bothered. We can hold more territories even though our stewardship is 2, which doesn't really makes sense. Maybe it's because we have a regent, and his stewardship's better. But in any case, it looks like we might win that battle in King's Landing, which is just as well because, well, because screw the Riverlands, that's why. There's also these troops which have been left sort of doing nothing the whole time. Probably too late to reinforce there, but they can certainly help chase down the remaining Riverlanders, because yes, we've won, pretty much. Ah, good, didn't rout the other flank. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is that commander on the right flank had absolutely no trouble there. That's the difference it made, but I can't appoint commanders. But it feels like my enemies can do that. Or at least they seem to have a higher chance of a commander being appointed to their armies. I know with sellswords you already get given one automatically, but Lady Alison of Fang Tower wants the High Lordship of Casterly Rock. She holds Fang Tower, and that is it. And she thinks that she should have the High Lordship of Casterly Rock. That doesn't really follow for me. I didn't realise Fang Tower was part of that High Lordship. I don't think it even is. Seems like it's a separate territory anyway. Oh, it's one of the Shield Islands, of course. There's a few claimants. Not in my court. Doesn't want to join my court. Little does he know that I probably would have given him the title otherwise. Unless he's susceptible to a bribe. This might not affect his opinion of me enough to bring him over, is the only thing. So we won the Battle of Clinton, and have taken someone prisoner, at least. Sir Cosgrove of the Riverlands. It's pretty cheap. Oh, and he will come over to our court. And, oh, we have a chance to become a trained fighter. See if our training has paid off. And it has! Terrific! That doesn't usually happen. But there we go. Martial has increased to 8. Which is not bad. Still got a few years of education left, so, you know, there's time for his, Oh, Sir Cosgrove is pretty inconsequential as it turns out. It seems like a nice guy, judging, like, having glanced briefly at his traits. I'm just gonna try and move my troops out of the way of the Iron Throne troops. Because I don't want them all to die of attrition. So that battle at King's Landing has kind of finally broken the Riverlanders. I say finally broken them, I mean they'll be rebelling again in about 6 months' time, but you know. Oh, would you look at that? There's a peasant revolt in Dornish territory. I am shocked. Shocked. Well, not that shocked. I can't decide whether or not the future armor reference was a good idea. Yeah, see the heir to, why would it go to a sibling before it would go to... Oh, and she's remarried. And has a different lover who's 72! What the fuck, Gretchel? Oh my goodness. Really glad I murdered a previous lover and bastard. Good job young Stannis isn't around for any of this. He would have had a troubled childhood, and I would hate for him to turn into some kind of monster. Oh, there we go, that war's over. Riverlands just more or less gave up. And now there's just a peasant revolt to deal with, if I can be asked. Lord Ronald of Golden Grove has several reasons to declare war against us, apparently. Oh, I see. He was a pretender to most of the territories. Yeah, Golden Grove has kind of been like controlled by a different branch of the family for some time, and I guess they've always been claimants. They're relatively closely related, although they've just skipped through like 3 generations really quickly. Yeah, a fair few of them died off in short order. Which means I don't think they'll be able to muster the troops to cause me any trouble anytime soon. Oh. There's a... Oh, okay. He was offered as a sacrifice. Silas follows the drowned god. And apparently they practice sacrifice, which I never really remember. I don't recall reading it in the book. It's probable, but I don't know. I don't remember there being an example of it in any of the books. But yeah, what's his face, who is left with just the Riverlands, has met a timely end, I would say. You know, that's going to shut him up for a while. And his son, who's like 2, has control of the Riverlands. You gotta hope that they won't be rising in revolt anytime soon. I would say I'd be worried about the Reach taking over the Riverlands, but there is no Reach anymore, besides, you know, the half of it that Stannis controls. There's just the High Lady of Blueburn. That's all she's got. I'm not sure if this is the fastest way to deal with the problem, but these levies have already been raised, so might as well use them. A great many of them might not be available to me again in a minute. Wait, why am I ransoming Sir Cosgrove back to... Oh no, wait, no I'm not. We just look the same. I thought I was ransoming him back to myself. No. Nobody wants him, so you may as well go for free. And sure enough, my troops are suffering from attrition, but I think they'll go largely unscathed getting over there. Oh, saying that, I've just lost over 1,000 troops. Apart from that, though, they should go unscathed. Although they don't have any commanders, because of course they don't. I'm not sure they'll get there in time either, come to think of it. Oh wow, that's a lot more troops than I was thinking. Yeah, maybe that was a bad idea to raise those levies. Oh well. So Titer of Blueburn seems to be... she seems to have control of quite a lot of territories, actually. Pretty much everywhere that was left in the Reach besides Golden Grove. Is she fighting the throne? It kind of looks like it. I'm a little surprised I haven't been roped into that conflict yet in that case. Assuming that is the case.